So I'm in New York and accompanied by a beautiful black woman. And we just found out that Jay-Z is now a billionaire, which I thought was an interesting topic to sort of address, given that, you know, I'm a finance guy. That's what I studied, and that's what my PhD's in. I thought I would give some perspective on it. I think that I think it's great, first of all. I think it's great for him, great for his family. You know, it's not a surprise. Jay is a very bright man, and he's been unique. He never really walked the beaten path. As an artist, you know, he always seemed to have a bigger vision. He had to fight some battles. You know, most of the time when you are trying to raise up and rise up out of something and become extraordinary, you're gonna have people that are not gonna always be happy for you. So he's got a long list of people that would love to have his head on a platter.
You think he made some enemies along the way?
Oh, he's probably got more enemies than we can count. And in fact, it's, you know, typically the way family fortunes are built is you have that first generation, the warrior who fights and builds it. Yeah. And they get scars, they get enemies, they go through battles along the way. You know, kind of like in Game of Thrones, whenever there's a battle for new territory, the soldiers and the, you know, leaders of the military, they go through hell, but it's the future generations that reap the benefits.
And you're stronger for it.
Yeah, you are. You're definitely stronger for it. Yeah. You got battle scars, but you're a better soldier and a warrior. But then the children get to sort of grow up in this cushy little situation.
That's a tough one, right?
Well, the thing is, it's cushy, and they never grew up with what Jay had to go through. They don't know nothing about Marcy Projects and what it's like to really live there. They probably went there when it became like a historical landmark. You know what I mean? But that's what it is, you know. But that's what you fight for. You fight the battles so your children can have it easier, and you teach them though so they can appreciate the hell you went through to get there. You know, because Jay, it's like with New York. New York is such an interesting place. You know, when I would come to New York and do stuff, like, and I've met a lot of these interesting New York characters, like, and they're all very interesting. Like, you know, everybody from Wendy Williams to Al Sharpton, Russell Simmons, you know, stuff like that. It's like there's something unique about people who can, you know, fight in the trenches of New York and come out on top. You know, like you're not an ordinary person when you become the king of New York. You're not. It's not like being the king of Wichita, Kansas, or some shit like that. Like, you really had to deal with some crafty people, some treacherous people, some very intelligent people, resourceful people. New Yorkers are about as resourceful as they come, creative as hell, you know, a lot of mental toughness. And I think that's what I think you have to give Jay credit for. And the fact that he was continuously reinventing himself is what impressed me the most. You know, Jay.
Shouldn't you reinvent yourself? You shouldn't be the same person
well, you
were
should.
10 years ago.
You should.
You should always know the same core person, but you need to grow and develop and learn.
That's true.
Like,
but shit, you got some dudes around here 45 years old still thinking they're 18.
Well, that's
you
the
know,
problem.
You should not be sagging when you're over the age of 25.
But you know, sometimes...
No, sorry, you shouldn't be sagging if you're under 25 either. Cover your asshole up. Well, go ahead.
The thing is that some of us are under arrested development, and that's okay. They'll come around.
Well, arrested development is not okay, but
I know,
it is an explanation, right?
Yeah.
And but also the thing is that the black man gets economically rewarded for behaving like a teenager. He gets economically rewarded for behaving like a clown. In fact, we were talking about that. We were watching commercials they had hip hop artists. One had 2 Chainz and the other one had the guys from the Migos. And 2 Chainz was wearing this outfit that had about 30 colors in it. He had this hat on, this J.J. Evans hat that was like rainbow colored, and he had this suit on that nobody would wear unless you were a clown. And then the other one had the Migos. And think about this, babe. I could have sworn that commercial, were these niggas on a fucking, excuse my French, I shouldn't say that. Were they on big wheels or tricycles?
No, I think they were in like a nail salon or something.
No. Remember? It was 3 of them. And it was a Mountain Dew commercial. And I could have swore they were on fucking tricycles. So
that's just
think about
terrible.
this. Right, look at that. I mean, talk about the And I didn't mean to use the N word. It just came out of me because I'm just like tripping on this shit.
Is that what we saw without the sound? And all we
Yeah.
saw was the images. And
Those
I was
dudes,
saying, yeah.
grown ass black men, fathers on fucking tricycles. What the? Seriously.
That's what they think of us.
Y'all tell me if that does not speak volumes about how they see the black man in America. You are damn near 30 years old on a fucking tricycle, speaking gibberish like a baby. You know, you might as well. I mean, when Migos talk, it's like gaga goo goo. It's literally. So you talk about arrested development. So
Yeah.
so one thing I give Jay-Z credit for is you won't see Jay doing that. Jay is not going to be in a commercial on a tricycle.
Yeah.
He's not going to be wearing, you know, the Fruit Loops clothes like 2 Chainz had on. You know, so I think that's cool. I mean, it's no disrespect to everybody else. It's just more like, you know, like what made me change my opinion on Jay, because I used to have an issue with him because I felt like he was fitting in too much with that materialistic culture. And actually, when I used to do those conversations with Damon Dash, Dame was actually apologizing for some of the music and imagery that him and Jay put out to the world. You know, when they were, you know, the way they were objectifying women and all that stuff. So I think even he understands that's not what we need out here as far as how we're representing what it means to be a black man.
Yeah, and I think some of the wonderful things that Jay-Z is doing right now is making up for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's doing a good job making up for it.
Yeah, he's doing a much. I have no complaints. Of course, I'd like to see everybody do better, right? I think there's more we can do. Like I would love to see them do like a telethon or something where they literally gather all their social media following and all these influencers and say, we're going to raise $100 million to start a black school system. We're going to do it in a week, right? And everybody donates. They put the money together to get a board to manage it with a board of black people and black educators and literally start building and constructing schools to educate our children. I think that would be awesome. Maybe business schools. I think if black people wanted to close the wealth gap, if we created a chain of black business schools for black babies, like the same way white people send their kids to Harvard and Yale and Stanford to learn business, we send our children to black business schools at the age of 5, right? 5 years old, 6 years old. You learn the game, you learn how to run a business, and you ain't even old enough to write cursive. You still watching cartoons, but you're already thinking like a businessman. Like to me,
what you're saying makes so much sense. Because look at what I do. I'm in my private practice. I know absolutely nothing about running a business, so I have to rely on someone. All I do is do the work, and I don't know anything about running it.
Yeah, well, you know, well, that's the thing. It's not like everybody has
I'm intimidated by it. I'm not going to lie to you, you know?
Well, it does come off as intimidating when you've never been exposed to it, you know, and I think that's what it is. Like, I think if we need money to be our culture. We need the acquisition of money to be a top priority. So, like, the reason, you know, that Jay's family will be good for the next 5 generations is because he made sacrifices now to do that. So we got to do that. We got to sacrifice now for the next 5 or 6 generations, and literally be thinking, okay, you know, we're going to go through some struggles now, make some sacrifices now, but 100 years from now, our children will be on top of the pile. You want to go? Let's wait a second.
Okay.
I don't want you to run out here and get hit.
You're following the rules.
Yeah, we got to follow the rules. Don't throw your woman out in the street and get her ran over. But anyway, so that's it. I'm happy for Jay, and on the Black Financial Channel, I did a little analysis on it. So if you go to theblackfinancialchannel.com, that's our financial news channel for black people. So feel free to go to theblackfinancialchannel.com. We talk about everything from, you know, Google's regulatory issues to what happened in the Dow Jones that day, all kinds of stuff. And also check out our financial flashcards and workbooks for children. We're actually trying to build that infrastructure that we're talking about. We could really use your help. So if you want to get your child started, I say build a business school in your house. And we've got some tools that you can use that don't cost a whole lot of money. So go to financialworkbooks.com. That's financialworkbooks.com, or financialflashcards.com. That's financialflashcards.com. Hit the thumbs up button, share button, subscribe button. I'm out of here. Talk to you soon. Peace.